One. Hey, before we get started with episode 150 of Shot 30 Podcast, I do want to say thank you to everybody who's been a part of this episode, who's been a part of Shot 30, who's been a part of stand-up in my life and my powerlifting and my friends and family and the people that I love so much. I just want to say thank you. Chris, you made this podcast episode extremely special for me, and I'm forever grateful. And everybody who submitted videos, I appreciate you all so much. I know there's a lot of people that weren't in this video that I wish could have been, but I love you all so much. I mean, even 150 episodes, it's very cool. It doesn't feel as much of a milestone as as much as it actually should be. But I do want to say thank you all so much. And none of Shot 30 Podcast is possible without my beautiful wife right here. Bink. Let's put her picture up. She has pretty much been the foundation of Shot 30 and me doing stand-up and me literally doing anything and everything. If I told her tomorrow I want to be a professional cow milker, she'd be like, okay, I guess I'll get you a couple of buckets. I don't know. And she is on it. She is my best friend, man. She allows me to think and feel and explore the world in ways I never thought I'd be able to. And so I'm forever grateful for her. And this is her podcast. At the end of the day, it really is. And I just couldn't be happier with the people that I've been surrounded with in my life and her, and to wake up every morning and see her face and to go to bed, whether or not I have to give her a black eye, mess with me, like I'm badass. But I love her and I love all you guys. And thank you so much. This is Shot 30 Podcast, episode 150. Thank you, everybody. This is awesome. And thank you, Chris Starman, for putting this together.
Hey Shane, this is Lisa
and Tori
from Honey and Ether Photography, and we just wanted to say happy 150th episode. Thank you for making our lives this much more ridiculous.
And you cute little biscuit, we're so proud of you.
Hello everyone, this is Jake McDowell, aka Yasha Stavinsky, aka Beefcake Therapy, aka Big Dick at Your Back Doorway. That's all I got. That last one wasn't even true. And this isn't even about me. This is about Shane. Shane Newbert, if you weren't aware. One of the coolest and best dudes I've ever met in my life. Shane is such a positive light. He's the most supportive person I've ever met. And he truly, truly loves everybody. And it's been a pleasure to get to know you over these past few years. Thank you for everything you've done. You've always been there for me. You've always been there to extend a warm word and a hug. And I've gotten a few kisses too, which were pretty good. I enjoyed them a lot. So I just wanted to come on here and that was a car. I wanted to come on here, though, and wish you happy 150 episodes of the Shot 30 Podcast. It's an incredible achievement. I wish you 150 more. I can't wait to be back on the show again. And again, I want to thank you, commend you, just reach out to let you know that I appreciate that you are one of the coolest, best, biggest dick motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. And you mean a lot to me. I just wanted to reach out again and say thank you for being you. I love you, man. Bye.
Congratulations! 150 episodes! Woo! Woo! Yes! That's a big deal! We wanted to pop in and we wanted to pop in and wish you congratulations and let you know how much you mean to us, and we're so excited for you. And this is a big deal, so congratulations. 150 episodes and more, going strong. Going super strong. This is such a big deal. You've got this. You did this. You're going to keep doing this. Look how successful you are. You're one of the most amazing people we know. We are so grateful to have you as such a dear friend, and just keep slaying it. Yes! 150. 150. Oh, we love you so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love. Keep slaying it, boo. Congratulations. Congratulations, Shane. You deserve it. Yay.
Yo, Shane, what up? It's Alameen here. Shouting you out, saying congratulations on 150 episodes of the Shot 30 podcast. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I was on episode 20. And back then, you was using Roman numerals, so I was on episode XX, which seems more like softcore porn. I don't know, 2 X's, 3 X's is the hardcore shit. Anyway, maybe go back to Roman numerals, because episode 150 in Roman numerals is CL. Yeah, shout out to CL. Shout out to Craigslist, and then you can be like, this is the Craigslist episode, or something weird like that. Misconnections, casual encounters. I'm selling a bunch of fucking 3-ring binders for weird sex stuff. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy it. Have fun. Keep doing your thing. Congratulations. Episode 150. That's a lot. That's a lot of episodes of you, Shane. And that's great. The world needs that. So, congratulations. Episode CL, aka 150. Alameen, out! Peace.
Happy 150th birthday on your 30th episode. Oh, shit. Happy... What? Nobody likes you. Canceled that yard party? I mean, come on. I'm just doing this because Starman said he'd give me a $5. Go to hell. I love you, man. Congratulations on fake success. I don't know. What? I gotta go work with JT. I'm depressed, okay? So, enjoy it. I don't...
Hey, I just want to say, hey, like, oh my God, it's so awesome that, you know, you finally get that gender reassignment surgery that you've always wanted. It's so dope. Like, I'm so proud of you, man. Like, it's the best.
You know, this is for Shane.
Oh,
With
fuck.
a Y.
Oh, goddamn. Oh, wrong friend. Oh, shit, Shane with a Y? Who the fuck? Who's Shane with a Y? Shane with a Y, wow. They fucking sound like you're playing lacrosse and shit. Alright, Shane with a Y. God damn, dude. Hey, Shane, yeah, Shot 30 podcast. Got this right here for you. Yeah, I had a dildo for the other person. I just want to say, hey man, congratulations on 150 episodes. You're one of my best friends in the world, and you're one of my favorite people in the world, and I love you so much. We gotta do the podcast for real sometimes when I'm not on the toilet, which I am right now. Love it. Congratulations, buddy. I love you.
Hey there, everybody. It's everyone's favorite comedian, Matt Miller, and today we're celebrating a very special event. Shane, I heard that your very successful podcast, Shot 30, just is having its final episode, and I'd like to say that it's a great podcast. You had a really good run. Maybe next time it'll be better, and you won't have to... Oh, okay, you're not canceled. You're just doing another episode. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Well, hey, congratulations on your 150th episode, or whatever it is. You're a real good guy, man. We appreciate you being in the comedy community, and can't wait to see you again. Congratulations on 150 episodes. All right, who's paying me now?
When I think of Shane Newbert and the Shot 30 podcast, I want to tickle myself. Happy 150.
What's going on, Shane? Just wanted to congratulate you on episode 150 of the Shot 30 podcast. Recording this on the toilet because I thought it was appropriate, since I generally spend about 30 minutes per shit. As they say, boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. Stay classy, muscles.
150 episodes, man, that's incredible. I haven't even done 30 yet, and I feel like I've done 1,000. So that's just awesome. Keep the momentum going, man. I love you. Love what you're doing. Just keep doing you, bro. Love it.
Hey Shane, it's Brett from Circa 21 in the Speakeasy. Just wanted to congratulate you on the 150th episode of the Shot 30 podcast. Great job, buddy. Look forward to many, many more.
Hey Shane, congratulations on 150, brother. Just wanted to say you're a great dude. I really, really appreciate our friendship and all that you have been to me, helping me through the issues that I've had, and just keep doing you, dude. And congratulations on the podcast, 150th, and keep going, brother. Love you, boo.
Congrats on 150 episodes. 148 dog shit episodes, 2 of which were good because I was on them. And this is your 150th episode. And you've got Chris, too many starbursts, man. You know you can do better. I just took a Starman, actually, and it stinks. Probably as bad as this episode's going to stink. But, that being said, I can't wait for 150 more. I love you, boo. Keep doing what you do. We'll see you at episode 300.
Hi, Shane. It's me, local legend, hilarious comedian, and former guest of Shot 30 podcast, James Draper. I want to tell you congratulations. 150 episodes, that's a lot, dude. Let me tell you, as a former host of a podcast, actually I hosted 2 podcasts, a lot of experience. I would think you would ask someone like that to guest host, but no, that's okay. I'm just saying, it's a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and a lot of cool guests, and every episode is amazing, and it's thanks to you. Way to go. Congratulations. Looking forward to 150 more. Way to go, buddy.
Hello. My angry forehead wrinkle, and also Betty White. And I just wanted to pop in and say congratulations on 150. You rock, bud. Love you.
I hope that's it. Here you go. Hey, buddy, it's your old pal Brandon. Hey, I got a new phone, so I'm still trying to figure it out, so you're going to have to deal with this filter for right now. But me and Edgar, it's this guy right here. Hi, buddy. He wears a tuxedo. We just want to wish you a happy 150 episodes. That's fantastic. Congratulations. That's something that you should be proud of, and I hope you are, because you should be. I think I said that already. Anyway, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations. It was just yesterday that I met you. It hasn't been that long, but I know when I first heard about you, I was like, who's this son of a bitch stealing all my friends? And then when I found out that you were awesome, I was like, oh, okay, he can have them. But congratulations. I hope there's 150 more. I hope there's 150,000 more episodes of the Shot 30 podcast. I love you.
150 episodes. That's something to be celebrated. 150 is a lot of anything, and you should be proud of that. You're a great person, Shane, and even better host. Congratulations, Shot 30 and 150 episodes. I'm glad to be on 2 episodes. Check them out.
Hey, yo, Newbert. Happy 150th, bro. Shot him, got him. Shot him 30 podcasts. All right, bro. Well, hey, man, you're killing it out there. We're all fucking proud of you, man. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Is it not Christmas? Shit, I must be way too stoned. All right. You have a good one, man. I gotta go get a DUI.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. I don't have too much time to relax in my busy schedule, but when I do relax, I like to relax with Shot 30 Podcast. Happy 150th episode, Shane.
So 100, Shane, excuse me, eyes up here. Thank you. Yeah, eyes up here. 150 episodes. Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of you, honey. I am. You are such a radiant star, and I am so blessed to know you and have you in my life. You are crazy talented. Emphasis on the crazy. And I love seeing you just be so passionate about what you were doing. You know, you bring a light just to everybody that is around you. And so by having the podcast, it does that. And just you being you, everybody just adores you. Okay. I'm one of your top fans. Okay. I'm right after T Baby. But I'm happy I could finally make the video. I love you so much. I cannot wait to celebrate with you once you hit the 300 mark. Keep doing big, big things. And you know that whatever you do, that you've got my support. So I love you, sugar pie. Mwah.
Got to start with the countdown, right?
Yes. Am I supposed to take a shot first, or like you just guide me? You're my master.
Well, you drink as freely as you would like.
Okay.
I'm all right. So, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Shot 30 podcast. I'm here with your host, Shane Newbert. I am your special guest host for this evening.
I'm not the host.
You are the traditional host.
Not today.
I am tonight's special guest host, Chris Starman.
Okay, I can go with it.
Okay, so to start tonight's we've got a very special episode. It's the 150th episode of the Shot 30 podcast. Lots of applause should be.
Oh yeah, we'll get a lot of a lot of clapping
because I think some people would like that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to ask ahead of time. We might just have to do it on my phone for tonight, but we'll load it.
Is it porn?
Yes, but is there something I can cast to, or should I just do it on my phone?
Yeah, I mean, let you cast. I mean, we just like. Is it a video? Is it? Yeah.
Well, hang on. So we'll just.
Okay.
All right.
Lead the way.
So to congratulate you on 150th episode, 150 episodes. I have a special game for tonight.
Okay, and I'm excited.
And it's a very stupid game. I'll show it up here on the screen.
It looks like a bit of an escape room type game.
Kind of. It's really just two doors, and because the person who was doing it was fucked up, they hung them upside down.
Hung them?
Yeah, when you hang a door, you got to hang it the right way. So I want you to open the left side or the right side only.
Okay, are you going to tell the people who you are?
I did. I said I was the special guest host, Chris Starman. I'm a local comedian, been in the game for about 10, 12, 15 years. Can't tell you exactly because I don't remember things.
I heard it's 20.
That would be close, probably, but I don't think I am old, but not that old.
But you are perfect, and I love you, and thank you for hosting this episode. Like this, you are the best, dude. I love you so much, and I appreciate our friendship so much.
I love you too, and I am so excited to be here tonight with you on this journey of the 150th episode.
Wait, wrong arm again.
But, man, I like Sarah, but this whole thing about giving you a picture of herself when I gave you a picture of myself first.
She didn't autograph it.
Okay. It's because that's just driving me bonkers.
She has a bit of a better jawline than you.
She does.
And definitely a better rump. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say that you win in a lot of other categories. Like you have much prettier eyes than her.
It's not a competition because she's awesome. So
no, we can shit on her. She decided to shit all over Austin Ingalls.
Well,
all right,
who does it?
So I open one side.
Two doors. Pick a left side or a right side, and just open that side. You can tear it. It doesn't matter.
That was a perfect split. The picture.
All right. So We're going to start tonight's episode with the gift of a picture that I made for you.
Okay.
And this is to celebrate your 150 episodes. And I'll get you a graphic so we can show this up on the screen since they can't really see it as well.
Okay, let's do this. So we're starting with a picture. Whew, I'm a little bit nervous. I've never sat in the passenger seat in this studio. Well, I guess I technically have once. Okay, so do you want me to like kind of guess what I'm looking at first?
Yeah, let's go with that.
I think that I'm looking at the back of a picture. This appears to be the areas where the photograph would be hung up, where you'd put the screw in the wall or something like that. Yeah.
So what do you think's on the other side?
Oh, who knows? It could be just a giant hog, like it's just laying down. I don't think I've ever sent you a wiener picture before, so I'm assuming it's not one of those.
If you had, I could have also used that, but this will be something a little bit different for you.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What the fuck? So this is every single episode in order from 1 to 140. It would have been 47 or 146. Maybe a little bit.
I had to cheat a little bit because there's not 150 squares in there.
Dude, what the fuck?
But I took the thumbnails from your episodes and put them into a collage of 150.
Oh my gosh, dude. I'm not even fucking playing with you. This is amazing.
Well, I mean, 150 episodes is amazing.
Oh my gosh, there's Cinnamon, Mark Grant, like Kendrick. This is awesome, dude.
I'm glad that you can see the detail in it. So okay, we're doing a hug.
Yeah, I'm hugging you, dude. Thank you so much for that. What the fuck?
So hopefully none of my employers listen to this because I've been doing that at work this week. So
yeah, I understand. I do the same. Oh my gosh, this is one of the coolest things ever. We got to sign this. We got to We got to open that up and sign that.
I gave Timmery a little sneak peek beforehand, and she seemed touched. So I'm glad that she was like, I can't wait for him to see it.
That means so much. That is honestly, man, that means a whole lot. I love that so much, and you'll never not see that. Like it will always be like, oh wow, man, that is so cool, dude. I appreciate you so much.
I'm glad you. I was thinking I would get I don't. Being neurodivergent, I don't always get emotions right.
No, you are
But I thought that this was the kind of reaction I was going to get tonight, and I'm so happy I did. So you made me light up fantastically too. So
I mean, it's just something that there's so much detail into that thought process. I mean, of course, anybody is going to love something that is personalized towards their business or themselves or something that correlates. But the fact that you went through and all those thumbnails, and I know how much time and effort that takes to pull those thumbnails, and to see that, like, I'm looking at Hot Gina, Angie Pangie, like this is Zach Vaughn. Oh my gosh!
So to be
this is one of the coolest gifts I've ever received in my life, and I mean that 100%.
And because, like I said, I had to cheat because there wasn't 150 squares in there. I had to make sure that I got Zach on there because I love that dude, and I know you do too. So I had.
He could have been clipped though.
No,
he could have been on the backside of it.
JT Cages said, "Got him."
Oh, is he on there?
I think so.
No,
or is he right on the edge?
Yeah, he got lost.
I tell you what, too.
Thank God, though. Like as long as he's not on here, that means everything's going. He killed the other day. He killed in Galva.
Awesome.
Yeah, he did.
He's been doing fantastic. Like the other night, he even did the root beer joke, and it was fantastic because it was down at the Village Theater. So everyone started booing him because
they knew what was coming.
Yeah, they knew that joke, and the few people that were new there probably had no idea what's going on, which probably sucked for them, but also was kind of entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But he went up there and he tells the whole joke. And then he pauses for a second because the crowd, like, he told it despite us all booing him.
Mm-hmm.
And he powered through it. And then at the end of it, he paused. He goes, "Did you ever notice how long it takes to pour a glass of Diet Coke?"
Oh God! he was gonna say "fuck you, all of you."
He killed us.
I love him. He's great. Did you hear about his APB that was put out on him?
I did see that the other morning that a Dana was looking for him.
Yeah, everybody.
And
He posted like, has anybody seen him? Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that little stupid fuck. He was staying up too late. He's not used to 9 p.m.
He's learning his limits. I think he's at that stage where he's rebelling, kind of pushing his limits, seeing how far he can get. And
You think
what
he'll
he can
spend
do.
some time in prison?
Eventually, yeah.
I hope so.
Eventually.
I think that prison will be good for him, but I have this weird feeling that like JT would turn into like this kingpin in the prison system.
Oh yeah,
I almost said his name was Julian.
I know,
that was
that'd be
such
weird.
a fucked. That would have been fucked up.
I see. I don't have the same vibe as. I mean, he definitely is going to rise up the ranks, but I see him being like the right hand man, the guy that's in the shadows getting stuff done.
No, what is he actually going to get done?
I don't know.
He's the one that makes the orders, and then people just believe that he's Jesus or something like that. But okay, so if you had to pick one character, like a villain, Marvel, DC, or any type of, who would JT Cage be as a villain?
Shout out to Draper on this one, but he would make a great Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and I don't think your kids were in that age range, so I'm going to pull up a quick photo.
Oh wait, is that the Phineas and Ferb?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the trench coat, or maybe with the lab coat. And
Yeah, Barry. He was. Yeah. I see. Because I think. Did you the Riddler in the newest Batman movie? Have you watched the newest one
not.
with? Okay, but he's kind of like a little crybaby-ish, like type of weirdy type, and that's what I think you are, JT Cage, and I love you.
Burn. Well, I guess we could start off, since you had kind of a random question like that. Why don't we jump into some questions for you, since you're being the one interviewed tonight?
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I've tried to avoid most of them, but yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, legitimately, this is a huge thing. Like most TV shows don't make 150 episodes.
Survivor has.
Of course Survivor has. Most podcasts don't make it this far. Most podcasts probably don't make it out of the 3 or 4 range. So to get 150, that's absolutely huge. Why did you want to start a podcast?
Actually, that's it's a great question.
You know why it's a great question?
Why?
That comes to us from our friend Leslie Mitchell.
Oh, wow. Okay. Leslie, thank you for asking. The reason I wanted to start a podcast in the first place is after I got the last injury, I tore both my hamstrings powerlifting, and powerlifting was all I had. And then when I felt like I didn't have that anymore, I had an injury that was so bad that I couldn't resort back to it. I shattered my foot, and I lost my identity. I ended up getting a divorce shortly after my powerlifting career was over. Go figure. And then as me and Timmery were starting this relationship, I felt like I need something that for me. And I've always wanted to have a voice. That was a problem that I had in my past a lot, is the fact that I was so silent on a lot of things. And so when I started, I was like, I think we should maybe just try this. I listen to podcasts. I enjoy it. They're funny or silly and so I told Timmery I wanted to start it. She bought all the equipment, and we were down in this studio. There was only a sofa. There was a love seat and a computer screen on a table. And my favorite thing about that table is we would have people put their tits on the table or put their ball sacks on it, and we would trace around it. And so that's what the whole table was covered in, just dicks and tits.
Amazing.
And I'm so sad that table had to go. It was just, the kids started coming down here too much.
Yeah, you gotta have that. It's great that you brought up the story about Timmery buying the equipment for you, because I was thinking about this on the way over. As performers, we are out there, and it's not just us making the time and the sacrifices. It's, the people behind the scenes, whether it's a spouse or a significant other. And I know Timmery has been a huge, both on the show and behind the scenes of the show, been a huge part of this. So, this 150th episode absolutely couldn't have been without her. So thank you to her for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Like we've referred to her as the tech guy. So when there's been so many problems that we came across like throughout the way of getting of our picture to fit for Apple Podcasts, like their icon or whatever. And there was so many issues, and she just took everything. I mean, I literally have balls and a penis, but she is the male of this relationship. I do the girl shit. Like I'm a cooker, I'm a cleaner, I make the bed in the morning. I want to make sure the house smells great and clean. And she's like, I guess I'll go change the muffler. I was like, okay. I don't even know what a muffler is.
Kim's always fixing stuff and doing things, and she's like, you have emotions, and what's that? And
would it be okay for me to talk about your grass?
Yeah. That's
see, you could go to Chris Starman's house a million days in a row, and he's not going to mow his grass, but his beautiful wife sure is, and they get in feuds and disputes about that they are holding out to see who's gonna mow the grass first. Like one day I thought about, I was sitting there in your driveway, like I always do, sitting there at 5 o'clock. You won't be home till 6:15.
No, 5:30.
Okay, well, sorry, I meant 4 and 5:30. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, maybe I'll just mow the grass. Dude, this guy.
I spend, and I make a lot of excuses for this, but I spend about 10 to 11 hours out of the house a day plus comedy, so it's tough to...
Why don't you just get a riding lawnmower?
Because I have a fence.
I understand that, but just get a bigger gate on the fence. Listen, your neighbors come into your backyard to save a bird, and you don't even fucking know they're there. How about you make a little fucking adjustment to your fence, bro? Get your fucking grass mowed.
All right, man, I gotta grow up and figure it out.
Leslie, I guess that was a great question, Leslie. Why I started a podcast is because I wanted to have a voice. I wanted to... I don't know. I guess the next chapter of my life without powerlifting, I wanted to focus on being myself. And that's what started this. And just so happened I did my first open mic at the same exact time as I was starting the podcast. And they coincided so well. And it also gave me an identity and a premise to start the podcast about. But I realized as I made my first couple episodes of the podcast, I was saying hateful or hurtful things that I didn't realize were that way. So you will never see an episode 1 of Shot 30. It's because I didn't know a lot about a lot of different communities. And so when I would make a remark or say something that seemed funny and silly to me, but then they hurt someone else's feelings. And so I had to learn and adapt.
And you see that a lot with early comedians too, where they either go super gross or they go super vulgar or they go offensive, where sometimes it's not that they are trying to be offensive. It's just they think that that's what's going to get laughs.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they're trying to be edgy. And so they're trying to reach, and it's like, no, if you're going to do edgy stuff, you have to learn the rules first. You have to know where your lines are and stuff. But
you're right. You're right in a way that when I started comedy, I had this premise of I want to be a guy that takes chances.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be a guy that people will love at the end of the day. Well, I wasn't doing it right at the beginning. And then I found that I had an audience, but it was when an audience can kind of relate to me. I think an audience kind of looks at me in a way, in one aspect, they'll look at me like JT Cage. They'll be like, I want to love this guy, no matter what he's about to say. He's a cute-ish type of guy. But then in another way, I wanted to be something kind of like an Austin Ingalls, where I was saying stuff that sounds wild and crazy and over the top. And then I wanted to also be a Leslie Mitchell, somebody who tells stories, and can make you think. Zach Vaughn's very similar to that, where you make someone think and you're not going to get what you expect. If I ever had a special, I said that I wanted to call it Redirect or Misdirect or something like that, just because I don't want you to expect what's coming, But I mean, I said coming, but like everybody knows it's coming.
I was given this advice the other night to someone, and I was saying something to the effect of, the comedy that you like is not necessarily going to be the comedy that you can do.
Mhm.
You need to find your voice.
Mhm.
One of my biggest influences when I started this was George Carlin, because I always thought he had something deeper behind what he was saying. You know, there was some thought process to it.
Oh yeah, and I mean that's a very in depth.
And I tried to do that when I first started, and I was not good at it. Like, it came out all wrong, and I didn't know the rules, and was trying to be edgy, and boom, wound up being having to learn where my voice was.
Yeah, farts in a jar and chewing tobacco.
Oh, dude. Not about me. This is back to you. So we talked a little bit about the past on the podcast. What are your hopes for the future going forward on Shot 30?
Who's that question by?
That is also a question by Leslie Mitchell.
Okay, thank you again, Leslie Mitchell. You're perfect and I love you. And a great episode on Modern Day Overthinker over there with Colin Strayjack. Yeah. Go give it a listen. Here's the picture right here. What do I want? Honestly, all I want this to be is something that people get excited to do. You know, like, I want people to come on the podcast and be excited to come on the podcast, or be excited to tell their story or something that's going on with the world or their life. And as long as it continues to do that, that's my favorite thing. When I have someone telling me, like, it's at 20 views, it's at 50 views, it's at 100 views, and it's the person who was just the guest on the podcast, it's one of the best feelings ever. Or when I read someone's comments, let's say we're talking about Sarah, and Sarah posts the episode to her page, and then I read, like, her family and friends, not my family and friends, but them reacting to it and how cool they think it is. I mean, it makes me feel really kind of cool that I was able to create something like that for them.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. And that's, why we're at 150 tonight. Like, you enjoy this, and sounds like you have no plans to stop.
I don't, but, like, I can tell you, like, this isn't always fun. It's not always fun to sit there and record and edit and do all this stuff. But then when you look back, or you take, like I just did recently, I took a couple weeks off, and I look back and reflect, and I'm like, dude, this is the journal of my life, dude. There's never going to be, every single day of my life, for the remainder of my life, at least for 1 second of a day, I will think about episode 150 of Shot 30 Podcast. And more importantly, I'll think about that fucking picture, because that's sick. It is sick.
I'm excited. See, and now I think that kind of, both between that and your answers previous, kind of answer Leslie's last question, which was, what are some of your greatest joy doing the podcast? And I think you just nailed it with that spreading the joy and getting to see it.
I mean, of course I like to get videos that do fucking well, or of course I'd want 1 million views on this video right now.
I mean, we're getting it.
But if we do, thank you. And thank you for being here. And there's going to be a bunch more episodes. But, like, there's so many forms of enjoyment in doing this. But I think my favorite is, like, now we're a little bit different in this circumstance, except for when you're making me watch fucking survival videos of, there's a bacon tray. Look it's
Ted Bear.
Ted Bear. Let's put a picture of Ted Bear right here.
Hell yeah, because Ted Bear is the best, parts 1 and 2.
Do you see how much better you look over there in that seat compared to how shitty I make the guests look?
How do all your previous guests feel right now?
Yeah, dude, I feel horrible for you all. Like, I look fat. I look very pasty. I look like I got into a boxing match with Mike Tyson. I don't know. I look rough. I don't even know what the fuck I was saying. Next question.
How about we jump to your personal life a little bit?
Okay.
What are some of your bucket list items?
Bucket list. Whoa, bucket list. Can I ask you a couple first? I kind of want to see where your mind goes, and then that makes my creative mind, like...
All right. So I've been noticing, actually, a couple people posting about bucket lists, and it made me think about it, and then I drew a picture of it. one of the funny things when I'm going through a depressive phase, apparently I can't write, but I can draw better. So now I've got a bucket with a list on it in my garage.
Okay.
On that little drawing thing
I know that drawing board quite well.
But I think the only thing I have left that I really had set out to do that I haven't done yet is do the jumping out of an airplane.
I don't know how much that seems like it would like. I don't have that like physical, I guess physical and mental attraction to like jumping out of something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also afraid of heights.
No, that's exactly why I want to do it, is because it's weird though, because I have this fear of heights from about 40 feet to about 100 feet. And then after you get higher than 100 feet, it's just like it's not real anymore.
So you're just gonna go splat.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, if as long as I can, like, there's a 1% chance I'll live if I hit the ground. You're like, okay, this seems awful. But if there's 0%, you're like, okay, now this sounds cool.
Wasn't there a stupid movie out recently where they jumped out of a plane without a parachute and they were doing the whole, but they didn't have the wingsuit, but they were doing it with their body.
Top Gun?
I haven't seen Top Gun.
I guess, okay, my bucket list items would look like, okay, so this is kind of where I think that I feel a little indifferent because I feel like a lot of my bucket list items I'm knocking off right now. Like thinking that I would get to 150 episodes of doing the podcast, like that seems like a bucket list thing for me, but it never was. Like, I don't really like. I'm honestly sitting here thinking maybe I heard Leslie talk shit about how Zach was gonna do the Bix and like no one else. We're all just fat fucking lazy pieces of shit. And so I'm like, maybe I will.
She did call us all fat fucking lazy pieces of shit.
Yeah,
I mean, she was very mean in that podcast. So you should go check out
the meanest.
Check that out with the Modern Day Overthinker with Colin Strayjack and Leslie Mitchell.
Yeah, and like, have you ever seen the movie Matilda?
Yes.
You remember that mean gym teacher?
Yes.
That's Leslie. That's Leslie. Leslie's a little bit cuter and like a way slimmer and way more funny. Like she's a way better. But like, listen, Leslie.
She also has that amazing quality to comfort and.
She does. She's got mama bear syndrome.
Well, but she also has it in
a way. You have papa bear syndrome.
It's true, but she also has it in a way though where it's not all lovey-dovey. It's going to be some tough love too with it.
Oh yeah, no, I see, and I appreciate that about her so much. She's a very complex person. There's been times where I sit there and Leslie will say something to me and I get mad about it. I'm like, fuck you, Leslie. Like, why the fuck did you say that? But also, I love Leslie so much that I also appreciate a lot of those. Because she says that she speaks to me freely, and a lot of people don't speak to each other freely.
Yes.
So when you say what you want to say or say what you're actually feeling, that's very important. That's important not just in, I would say, in a relationship between a husband and a wife, or wife and wife, anything like that. But that's important in a friendship, a real friendship, and to hear real and to also give. I think about the day. In the car, this was about a month back when, remember Leslie was mad that you said the white guy shit? Or like, well, that was a white person thing.
Yes.
And like, I knew exactly what the fuck you were saying. Yes, golf is a very white person thing.
Golfing, hunting, trucks, guns.
You said, what was it? Eggo waffles. Yeah. Eggo waffles as well is very white. But
I don't remember saying that, but that sounds like me.
But I also appreciated the fact that she was like, "Why do you say that?" Because I know exactly why. She's like, "You're a white person," you know. Like and so I can appreciate friendships and like that where you're not mad necessarily, but you're saying something you're questioning.
I've gotten much better with that. My friend Jenny Lynn Stacy is very good at, if something is said, especially if it's inappropriate, they're very good at, why did you say that? Not necessarily to make you feel stupid, but sometimes you need to if you say something stupid.
But that also, it gets that question out of your mind and their mind.
Yep.
That's a way to build a strong friendship.
Absolutely. So I absolutely love it. The bucket list question did come to us from Christina Stroud Farrell, Brian's wife.
And she's the best, and she's beautiful. She has beautiful eyes, doesn't she?
And she's so nice to us, taking care of all like our publicity and stuff. Like, fantastic. I always appreciate
She
that.
and Brian are both amazing, and Brian's podcast episode on Modern Day, like, not to plug the fuck out of that, which I'm sorry that I am, because it's depressing and full of anxiety. But
Colin has been doing really well with getting good guests and getting some deep conversations, and
he cares about the people.
Yes.
And that's a really powerful thing for anybody who wants to start a podcast. I do think that Brian Farrell, he has multiple
DID, dissociative identity disorder.
Yes.
Commonly known as multiple personality disorder.
And so when he talks about that, it also makes me really realize a lot of the conversations that I've had with him that I've been misunderstood. Like, I've looked at him sometimes like, are you an asshole? And then I'm like catching one, like a different, because he'll walk back up like, I'm sorry I said that to you earlier. And I'm like, why'd you say that?
No, he definitely, his story is so interesting, and sometimes he doesn't even know how interesting it is, and that's the best part. Like, he's so genuine.
He's like, I would probably, Shane, maybe clip it, but he's like Forrest Gump. He's like Forrest Gump in the sense of, you don't understand the person until you get to know the person, and then once you do, you love the person.
Yes.
And then they just keep running.
Yes.
Brian, I love you.
I'm the just keep running because of JT's stupid joke about the wind.
Oh God! And he has the worst impression of fucking Forrest Gump. I swear to God, on Friday last week at the Anderson Coffee House, he purposely tried to make it the worst. He's like, you guys know Forrest Gump? Well, here's my impression, and I'll just blah blah blah. But he was like, can run, and I was like, and everyone starts laughing. I was like, fuck you, JT.
Every goddamn impression he does is horrible. When he does Mike Adralis impressions, it sounds like an old Jewish lady.
Yeah, I got him.
All right, let's go back to the early days of the podcast.
Okay.
Johnny Tuesday wants to know why Shot 30 and not Shot O'Clock.
Shot O'Clock. I think Shot 30 made more sense because what we said when we started the podcast was every 30 minutes we're going to all do a shot, who's ever doing the podcast. So that's where the premise came from. We looked into it that no one else had that name. And so Shot O'Clock, Johnny, that's stupid. It doesn't even roll off the tongue well, you idiot.
I love how we were just ignoring the fact that it was a ridiculous question.
Shot O'Clock is an awful name. But Shot 30 Podcast. So I do have a funny story about this. So I was like, Shot 30 Podcast is, we can make these cool ideas. We started looking at things and an alarm clock, a clock, just all these different things that we could do. What do they call like a shot glass pouring out numbers, like a lot of different ideas. So for like branding and marketing and stuff like that. But then about 2 years into Shot 30 Podcast, I came across Shot 30, same type of thing, the band.
Okay.
And my first reaction was, oh, fuck no. Like, I went to see when they started, same exact time. So I start like digging in deep, and then I see that they have a manager, and I call this fucking band out of Ohio. I call Shot 30 the band, and I talk to the lead guy, and he's like, dude, actually, we had just seen that you have a podcast. I was like, well, okay, let's work this out. I'd love to have you part of the podcast. I'm not trying to tell you to change your name, but we have a conflict of interest here. And I actually came down to it. My first post with Shot 30, the name and hashtag, came 3 days before they started their band name. So I do technically hold rights to Shot 30, and it's also copyrighted, so you can't steal it, bitches. But yeah, like, and they were so cool and so nice. We went back and forth. They were performing at a theater in Florida, and as they drove back to Ohio, the entire drive, they listened to 17 episodes of Shot 30 podcast, and they fucking loved it. And they're going to be coming over here, and they're going to be in the studio to do a podcast.
Nice.
Episode.
I was going to say, did they ever make? But no, they didn't. But they are still going to. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome.
Cool question. Yeah,
Johnny, though, in addition to wanting to know why not shot o'clock, he also wants to know, how do you sleep during the day? Because he just wants to nap better.
Johnny, I just do less drugs than you. Next question.
All right. So, Dana Moss-Peterson. It's very important.
Next question.
That's a guy. That is also a guy, Dana.
Next question.
You don't want to answer why wasn't he invited to the birthday party?
He wasn't invited to the birthday party because I didn't know him. Like, I just started to get to know him in that time frame.
Yeah.
You know, like, there was me and Timmy were just talking about this. There was an area of time there where I was, yes, doing stand-up, but I wasn't necessarily friends with all you guys. There was about a year and a half ago is when I started back up again. And I quit the first time because everybody fucking sucked. Dude, everybody was mean as fuck, and no one gave love. No one even uplifted each other. And then when I started again, and Shane, clip it. Take it for what it is. I had Calvin Reed come up to me and tell me, dude, you're good. Don't quit. And it was the first time, now started again. And that was the first time I had somebody give me a compliment in the stand-up world. And then what I tried to do in some way or another is I wanted to be friends, or I wanted to make a relationship with everybody in the comedy world because I cared about it. And I wanted to do it, but I was so drawn back from it because everybody fucking was mean.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that about you, and I'm not saying that about individual people. I'm saying as a whole, would you say that comedy was nicer or meaner a few years back?
See, it's definitely been nicer this time around.
Mm-hmm.
However, I also kind of feel like the underbelly is right there. Like
the underbelly of it, like hitting rock bottom again.
No, the infighting, the reaching for spots. I mean, the competitiveness of it always seems to overtake the joy of it.
But maybe for a while, maybe it doesn't always have to be the way like it's been before.
Well,
but I do know what you're saying, and it sucks to know that that's true. To know that this has been a common thing for people to get mad that this guy's getting spots, this guy's headlining, this guy's doing this guy's doing that, or not just guy, gal, anybody like. But maybe we can change it in a way where even if you're not getting the spots, man, maybe like you're uplifted. And we talk about this a lot. Well, like this isn't just a podcast topic. No. We've talked about this a lot.
And this is and it's something that I feel bad that I've kind of pulled back and withdrawn, but at the same time I've tried to then increase the love and support for the people that are closest to me so that I'm still generating that, but yet at the same time, it's just not going as far.
Can I?
Yeah, jump.
If the host is okay.
Yeah.
You know, like you went into a quiet spell a little bit ago, and that really fucked me up, babe. Especially because as I've been feeling more comfortable, not about myself, but I guess more about my comedy and in this scene and with friends, like I love you. Like I'm not saying that to sugarcoat it. I love you more than all this comedy and all this stuff. Absolutely. So for you to go quiet and I knew something was wrong and bugging you because I know I look at you and know I can look at your eyebrows and know if something's right or wrong.
I know that I have always worn my heart on my sleeve. Like, everybody knows what emotion I am. But I mean, you know, especially those people that are closer to me, you know, can pick it up like that. You asked me very early on, you know, what's going on, where are you at, you know, where's your head at, can I help?
I don't think that's just me, though. Dude, if you were to look through my fucking phone, yeah, you're going to find a lot of weird porn. But if you were to look through the messages, when you went a little bit quiet, everyone started messaging me. And they were messaging me over and over again. Everybody knew something wasn't right. And I thought it was very kind of crazy that everyone was messaging me about it. Like, I'm like, he's okay, don't worry. You know, he's just, like, everything's fine. He's just got a few things going on. But also, like, I think that's the appreciation. Like, I know that you would know in the split of a second, like this right here. You know how fucking happy this made me? Like, you reach people's feelings in a different way, and because you care about people deeper than, you know, like, what they even realize. And that's a beautiful quality about yourself. Like, for you to want to even host this episode, like, it's amazing for me. But, like, I know that I could have expected it out of you. Like, it's you are a really, really kind person, and you care. And I guess what the fuck were we even talking about? Stand-up comedy?
Yeah, let's
fuck that.
I think we should jump back into questions.
Let me answer Leslie's question first. Her first one. Why did I start a podcast?
I guess if we're skipping the rest of
give me Dana's questions.
Okay,
they're gonna be stupid though.
So we answered why he wasn't invited to the birthday. Second one was why do you hate the Philippines?
I do not. Okay,
I didn't think so. I just figured he just wanted to
I can explain.
There is an explanation?
Yeah, so we were ranked the #1 comedy interview podcast in the Philippines. We got up to all the way #1 in the Philippines. Comedy interview podcast.
Was it Mike's episode?
No, way before.
Okay.
And it was such a cool thing. Like, I was celebrating it like this. There was really no money because those numbers over there aren't great. But it was such a cool thing to be #1.
Yep.
We were #1 on the charts, unchartable. And the next episode, we had this guy on the podcast. His name was Shane Davis. And we got into deep talks about turtles. And, you know, I like turtles. I love turtles. I like turtles. I like turtles. Wow, you are a really brave zombie. I like turtles. But, and so he knew all these facts about turtles. So he's like, you can ride, like, woodland creatures ride around on their backs and shit, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I said, who's the fucking weirdos who fucking cook turtles and then suck them out of the shell? And then as he responded appropriately, he said, that's in the Philippines. And we went from #1 to #7 to #14 to #21 to number like 57 to a way out the next week. If we went from #1 all the way out, like, and I've already offered that apology to everybody in the Philippines, and I literally had Mike Adralis on to apologize, and it's just like people aren't hearing me out on this.
I'm glad that we know there. I just thought that was just a bullshit, and that was an actual story. Nice.
Unless he just randomly said it, then that was wow. Great job.
I have to try to read this the way Dana wrote it.
Oh, God.
I have a question. Why was the yard party canceled?
No, listen. He's trying to say dumb shit. The yard party was canceled because it was raining outside. There was a 70% chance of rain.
Plus, the ground was already wet from the rain before.
And it rained twice, literally. Yeah. Judy Creighton was at the house that night. She was the only one that still cared to come to the garage show. And I didn't promote the garage show, but I just did stand up for Judy and Tim Marie in the garage. Just because I wanted this $1,200 PA system to be used at least once. But, like... What would Dana have offered to that party? My wife, Judy, and me, what would he have offered? Like a quick roasting? Thanks, Dana. Thanks.
Well, speaking of Timmery, She wanted to know why Dana wasn't invited to the birthday party.
It's because he's a fucking clown. Listen.
And she also wants to know why Johnny Tuesday hasn't been on the podcast yet.
Johnny Tuesday, that has been... Oof. Johnny Tuesday needs to be on the podcast. And honestly, I'll be 100% real. When that guy, he really thinks about a lot of things, and he has a very amazing brain. When he starts talking to you, whether he's drunk, whether he's just like tripped out on whatever the fuck he ate that day, but you can hear the way he listens and understands people, and he really truly cares. He listens to what you're saying and your statements, and I'm honest. I guess I would say I'm a little bit nervous for that episode because I feel like he would talk to me in a way that make me realize a lot of things about myself. But I'm very truly excited to have him on the podcast.
I've absolutely loved my friendship with him. I have a joke in my act where I say my buddy and I were hanging out. We were discussing deep things, and we solved we came up with a new model for the universe, how time and space interact. And I go on to describe it, and I'm like, it's breaking science. People are going to be following this model for years to come. And then I mentioned that John and I also solved gun control that day, but we got high and forgot to write it down, so we didn't solve gun control.
Yeah, you and Johnny would never get high. Listen, that is a crazy thing to think about.
I know, but it's a fun story.
Yeah, is.
It's for the joke.
Yeah, you guys are using creative minds. I'm going to go pee. We all know that's like a normal.
Yes. In the hole in the floor. I always assumed there was a bathroom back there.
It's a drain. I lift the lid up and the pee down.
It's just a drain. He just goes over and pees down the drain. It's incredible. This is a time where I should be plugging things. However, I don't remember anything to plug at the moment. So we're just going to clip this part out. I've got more questions for him. I got one more surprise coming up. I'm going to check my phone real quick just to see if there's any important messages. And there's one from Stevie Mo, and there's going to be a reason why you're going to know that Stevie Mo's an idiot in a minute. But for right now, he is way late on the thing that was supposed to have been done earlier today. But that's Stevie Mo. He's an idiot.
Stevie Mo's an idiot?
Yeah, I just jumped into that.
Oh, God. Hopefully it's not a question.
Did you enjoy that video of him DDTing the Christmas tree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but that fucking message that you sent was so funny. I mean, like, Stevie is, Zach Vaughn's getting the freshest update.
Yes.
Because me and Stevie have been buddies for years now.
Same.
But Zach Vaughn, when he said that Stevie had pissed in his... Well, first of all, there's multiple layers to this. He pissed in my sock and underwear laundry basket. And I sat there and thought to myself, is Stevie that wrong? Or is Zach Vaughn that much of a psychopath that he has lives alone, no wife and kids? He's got a socks and underwear laundry basket?
Yep, just for socks and underwear.
Yeah, very creepy.
Maybe subconsciously drunk Stevie was acting out on something that he needed to happen.
Maybe he was trying to teach Zach a lesson. Like, be normal.
Don't have a sock and underwear basket.
That is weird. What, your fucking butt can't touch your t-shirt? Like, fuck you, Zach, and fuck you, Stevie, for being smart even when you're stupid all the time.
Hey, Matt Miller comes to us with a question. He says, why is it every time I try to get on this darn show, there is a thunderstorm or a sale at Target? It gets canceled.
I don't really understand the sale at Target. There's always a sale at Target. And I've tried to have Matt on here a million times. I love Matt.
Yes.
Especially the fact that him and Leslie Mitchell lost to me at the Speakeasy Circa 21 Laugh Hard Comedy Competition in 2021.
It's in the record books.
I've never even thought about that night. Never once. To how they got second and third. Don't know who got where, but... No, I love Matt Miller so much. I think he's fucking hilarious. And if you haven't, wrong hand. right here on Holy Moly, you like that episode it's the start of season 4, episode 1. Matt Miller from Bloomington, Illinois is on there, and he's so fucking funny. And I've always loved that guy. The one thing that I've always thought is, when I got to know him at the beginning, was he's just a Jeff Foxworthy wannabe.
Yeah, it's easy to assume that.
And then I'm like, no, he's much, much more.
And you know what's great is he's such a great comedian, but then he's also such a great person. Like, he is really one of the nicest guys I've met doing this.
And he really works hard. He's like Austin. Austin works hard for stand up.
Yeah, when he was saying he hadn't missed a mic since whatever,
look it up.
I was like,
you can look it up.
I know. I although JT came to me the other day and said this was his 500th time on stage. The other night, maybe was it 500?
JT.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But he's got it calculated.
He can't just walk off to take a bathroom break, walk back up, and then call it another time to eat another PB&J and fix his Velkies. But no, like Zach Vaughn, Matt Miller, those are people that really motivate me because they work hard.
Yeah.
Like Matt Miller will drive 6 hours to do 5 minutes and not get paid. Like, dude, fuck that. But why hasn't he been on Shot 30? That's on him because I'm here.
I should have asked her earlier today how she pronounces her last name. I love Ashley, but I cannot pronounce that last name because there's too many consonants together.
Which Ashley?
Ashley.
If this is about where the clitoris is?
Yes. Where is the clitoris?
Listen, the clitoris can be wherever you want it. Like this, where's your clitoris? Probably up your fucking ass, you dumbass. Listen, the clitoris is a beautiful area.
I think the true clitoris is like in South Park.
Oh, in South Park Mall? In South Park Mall?
Nobody's been there in years.
Yeah. Just chilling outside of Spencer's that had one guest all day.
No, South Park the movie when Kenny or was it Kyle? One of them discovers the clitoris and
yeah.
Stan.
I'm pretty good with finding the clitoris. Listen, I've made out with more male comedians than I have female. Yes, that's true. But I've also been at a lot of burlesque shows.
He's been around town. Perry wants to know.
No, I'm not answering this one. And fuck you. Fuck you, Perry. Well, why? How do you sleep at night knowing that I could steal your woman at any time? Yeah, I read the fucking question.
Okay. But what kind of pancakes does Timmery like in the morning?
Whoo. She's a real basic bee. Can I talk shit on Perry real quick?
I guess.
Perry, listen, I have a better chance of stealing your man than you do of my woman. Like,
whoa.
Listen, I really do. I've got a strong flirt game. And I love you. And I think you're perfect, but don't play with me like that. Don't play with, even though she responded and said that she was in, I guess I'll watch anything once.
So Sarah's banana pancakes.
For me, banana pancakes, especially with some chocolate chips, that is strong. That's a strong play.
But Timmery's just going
plain. She would be like a plain with peanut butter.
Have you ever tried pancakes with bacon bits in them?
I mean, that's definitely an area where I would divulge. Timmery doesn't like bacon.
Okay, so if you like bacon, try it sometime. I know it sounds ridiculous, but the combination of the pancakes, the bacon, and the syrup.
Ooh, it's a little salty too, a little grease. Do you remember?
I thought it was ridiculous too the first time, but
have you ever eaten bacon?
Like the bacon strips?
It's bacon. Remember the dog commercials?
Yeah.
Bacon.
You know, Chris Kaufman has a joke about the bacon strips.
Oh, never mind that. Yep. Let's just get away from that. Next question.
Just because I know the direction that joke goes. It's not a statement on Chris. It's more a statement on where that joke.
And it tasted like paprika and cinnamon.
Let's see here. So Sarah wants to know: would you rather perform without a hat or in one of T's wigs?
Oh, wig. Yeah, like I do. You know, I don't like to not have when my hair started falling out. it just made me feel miserable. Like it's. Oh, got a little gust of wind.
Ooh.
Somebody opened the back door. I think, not my back door, but like that house's back door. But no, like
it's later.
I'm so self-conscious of how my hair's falling out. Like, it makes me feel miserable because I had this head, like, full of hair, and I would do all these hairstyles and stuff.
I will say, I'm kind of glad that you went without the mullet now because of the fact that you had kind of a Stevie Mo vibe going on when you would have your sunglasses on.
Yeah, but I had the mullet first. Like, Stevie Mo had a Shane Newbert vibe. That's what I don't understand. Well, no, listen, Stevie's always had this sleazy vibe.
Yes, you've never had that part of it.
No, my mullet was beautiful, and it was perfect.
I guess maybe
it was America's hair.
While we're here.
Hey, we are here.
While we're here, maybe we can answer Pubali's question of what is under the hat. Is it a head? Is it do you have like an open skull wound? Is it like a candy dome dispenser? Like if I put coins in the right spot, you're going to spout out candy? What's under the hat?
Okay, so have you ever... now, you can look this up right now. Maybe we'll attach a picture right here. But some people were born with two dicks. Mm-hmm. Like where there's one on top of the other or something like that. They both get hard. Like I was born with another one, and it's actually under the hat.
All right.
So, Shane, learn how to blur this out. But this is what's underneath.
Whoa!
Just bald.
It's a penis.
Just
bald. There's a penis up
and
there.
A giant dick up there.
Whoa!
Look at that! Look at that!
I don't know which one's bigger, the top one or the bottom one.
Do you see this? This is where I had brain surgery when I was 3 years old, and they told me I wasn't gonna pull through it, but I did.
I'm glad you pulled through. Glad you're here.
That's not a real scar. Clip that though, so people feel sorry for me.
Colin Strayjack wants to know who would win. Let me get back in here. Colin Strayjack wants to know who would win in a fight between Brad Hahn and Stevie Mo.
Stevie.
Yeah,
I think it would be Stevie. I think Brad is. I think Brad is more of. He wants to try to let the conflict wear down beforehand. Like Stevie's more of a. I'm gonna be like, you don't know what you're getting with Stevie. He could just be like, he's a wild dude. I am a hood rat, or I'm ready to fight. Like Stevie can believe what he is.
He's such a weird combination of hood rat, country, bumpkin, whatever.
I thought you were gonna say cunt tree,
well,
because he is a lot of that.
Let me tell you how I know Stevie Mo would win in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Hahn, myself, and Johnny Tuesday, John L. go to a hockey game. Go to see the Mallards, or whichever team they are now. I can't remember.
Uh-huh.
So we go to the game, and it's one of those games where it's pretty full. And so as we're leaving, he gets real aggressive with his driving, and one car tried to cut in front of him, and he was not having it.
Mm.
So he started flipping them off. They started flipping him off. We start hauling ass down River Drive there, and this car's kind of following us. We lose sight of them. We wind up in Rock Island getting ready. They're going to go to the bars. I'm going home.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude comes at us and slams his car in park, runs up on us. He's like, what the fuck's your problem, man? What the fuck's your problem? And Brad's got me and Johnny Tuesday on his side. Now, granted, I don't know what's going to happen in a fight if Johnny Tuesday's there, but this is one on at least 2.5.
Mm-hmm. You're either going to get John Wayne Gacy or like Gwen Stacy.
And so, yeah. So Brad goes, I'm sorry, man. I had a rough day. And it's like, I'm glad that he didn't want to fight.
Yeah.
But he started a fight. And I was there, ready to back him up. And then there was no fight. And it's like, I'm glad there was no fight. But at the same time, don't start one if you're not going to finish it.
But Stevie would have started the fight. And honestly, Stevie would have been the guy that disappears out of the fight too. Like he's Stevie's a big wrestling guy.
Yes.
But like, does he know how to do any of the moves? No, probably not. He thinks he can grab a Christmas tree and do a move. No. Stevie, I'm going to bleep this, but you're a bitch. Yeah. And I said it.
Well, while we're here on the topic of Brad Hahn, Brad and Jeremy Hull want to know why Shane hates Brittany.
I do not actually hate Brittany.
Ooh, let me.
I'm gonna guess it's Jake Snakeland Spears.
I want to read how he wrote that. Jeremy Hull says, "Yes, I agree. Why does Shane Newbert hate Britney Spears and love the Snake Spears so much?"
Okay, so Jamie Lynn Spears was one hot. And she was too and cute. She didn't go into a psychotic depression like Britney did. And I get it. Britney had a lot of issues going on. Her dad took her funding and whatever. But it was more based around the fact that Jeremy Hull loves Britney Spears so much, and it just annoys me. Like, we can live life without being all the way up a celebrity's asshole. And Jeremy's all the way up there. Put a 10 up and hanging for a while.
I'm going to ask a question of your listeners, and maybe they can put it in the comments down here of like. So we gave Britney Spears her freedom back. She's emancipated or whatever that conservatorship ended. Is anybody checking on her?
I don't know. I still check on her nudes when she like got out of the car and she didn't have underwear on. The paparazzi caught it and you could see her vajay.
I worry that she does have mental health issues that are not in check, and I want her to still have her freedom, but I also want to make sure that she's getting the care that she needs.
So let's just throw this out here right now.
Yeah.
Brittany, if you want to come on the podcast and we'll check in, like if this reaches you, listen, I don't give a fuck about your sister if you want to come on my podcast. I'll hit you, baby, one more time. I will.
You know what would be a great reoccurring segment on your show, if she comes on your show, would be, how's Brittany doing?
Ooh, I like that. Just once every episode, Brittany just pops in.
She goes, "Hey, I'm kicking and I'm doing good."
How do we make that happen? There's a mansion for sale in Matherville. Yeah, $1 million.
Hey, somebody in this, I mean, your views are getting good. Like, your number of views are getting good. So somebody out there,
you have to have.
You know somebody that knows somebody that knows Britney Spears.
Can we make it happen?
Yeah, we just want to know that she's doing well.
And we just know, like, we just want her on the podcast.
We really do.
We do hope she's doing well.
There is a question here from Jake McDowell, because we're on the subject of Brad.
Okay.
Brad posted a question, and you know the question. We're not going to answer Brad's question because nobody wants to answer Brad's question. Brad asked, why was my solo episode never aired? But Brad, hang on. Don't answer it, because Brad tries to make things about him. This is not good. We're going to go to the next question.
Wait, can I make it even more about him? Let's make it even more about him. Brad, you fucking got me a computer because you knew the other computer crashed with all the material on the old computer.
So he actually has a logical answer and doesn't do it. Okay.
He's just being a dick to me, Bradley.
Oh, that's not cool. But I commented to Brad's statement or question, and I said, Brad, maybe it was because you had said the word that gets people canceled 3 times. You said it 3 times. Jake McDowell wants to know what word it was.
I do too.
Oh, it was the time he said a heminaha.
A heminaha?
Yeah, he said heminaha 3 times. And that is completely derogatory and not acceptable.
Do I know what it means? Oh, he said a heminaha.
Yeah.
That is... I never even knew he said that.
Yeah, that was...
Was that on the first episode, or is that the one I didn't post?
You might have to beep out me saying it, like, even in context of me just repeating it.
That's almost worse than what Andy McGraw said.
Nothing's that bad. Hey, Robert James wants to know which came first, the chicken or the egg.
The JT Cage.
Of course JT Cage came first. Like, got him.
But I would presume that if I really had to, it had to have been the egg.
Mm-hmm. Because somehow to evolve to the chicken.
Yeah, something was made that created, because I think that if we really think about it, and I know you'll like this, we all started out from some type of like scummy, slummy, like, You know, like a snake. You know, like we all started out from an algae or something like that, and it formed into something. So the egg would have to come first. It wasn't just, hey, here's a chicken that just appeared.
There's some religious people that probably think that, and given the state of the United States right now, there could actually be a bunch of people out there thinking the chicken came first, and that's just not right.
Oh, so should we like talk shit on them?
No. Let's just. I mean, we got lots of questions still to answer.
Okay.
So I feel like we should try to stay on some.
Okay, we can do that.
We can try to stay on some sort of track. Nathan Kuhn wants to know, where do babies come from?
I think probably the egg.
Great tie back into the last one.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, in the wastebasket, those balloons that you find.
Oh God. Yeah, I know a lot about those balloons.
This next question is actually kind of half statement, half question, but I think it really does say something about you. How do you sleep at night knowing that I've never heard anyone that matters say anything bad about you? How do you sleep knowing that everyone loves you and has nothing but nice things to say about you? How do you sleep at night, and can we have a slumber party?
Wait, who said that?
Brandon Gale.
Okay, well then that answers my slumber party question, and that answers yes. Wow, that's a fucking super sweet message.
I want to come to this slumber party. Me, you, and Brandon.
Oh yeah, dude, Brandon's the fucking best. He's also God, that was very sweet. Thank you for saying that. How do I sleep at night? I don't believe that any of that's true, but for someone to say that does make me feel good in a very. Oh man, that was a very nice message. Thank you.
I very much agree with him though. Like, I've never heard can't think of hearing anyone say anything bad about you, let alone anyone that matters. And yes,
that was a very sweet message.
Yeah. But yeah.
Let's go back to Dana. Fuck you, Dana.
Well, I mean, it is perfect timing for let's go to kind of a speed round. Jake McDowell dropped a couple of questions, kind of an either or.
Okay.
Got one or another, you got to pick.
I'll be honest.
All right. So would you rather have 6 buttholes, but you can't shit out of any of them, or be a meerkat with no dick?
Meerkat with no dick.
Meerkat with no dick?
You know, just holding in shit all day would be miserable. Like, you would never feel free. You'd never feel wholesome, anything. You could never even think clearly with all that shit in you.
Yeah.
Okay, so meerkat.
That would ruin it. Would you rather ride into... and that could just be a girl meerkat. He just said it was a meerkat without a dick. You could be a girl meerkat.
Oh. Well, I still would like to be able to shit. Like, So,
girl meerkat. Cool. Yeah. Would you rather ride into town on a bear or get $10,000 in nickels?
$10,000 in nickels. 10,000.
It's still $10,000.
No. $10,000, not 10,000 nickels.
Yeah, it's.
Oh man, I don't know. I think that a bear experience would be really, really good. Like, $10,000 won't pay off a lot of things. I mean, it would pay off quite a bit, but I would probably pick the bear. If the bear's not going to kill me,
yeah,
like, dude, here comes Shane on his back.
I used to have a friend that wanted a bear. Weird thing to want, but he looked into it and. It was insane. Like, it was going to be at least $10,000 just to get the space minimally ready. Because you have to have a fence, but then you have to have another, which is rated to X amount of pounds, and you have to have another fence outside of that fence.
It's got to be security gated.
Yeah, and it's got to have like some sort of weighted restraint and blah blah. Anyway,
if you had to have an exotic animal, and it has to be a large exotic animal in your yard, which one would it be? Like, something that would make you feel really good. Like,
this is a weird position for me, but I do not like cats. I'm allergic to them, and I don't like them. It's just a personal thing. But
that's okay.
I love tigers.
Oh, you mean Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
I think I would go with a koala. Something that would just, like, Because like a koala or like a sloth, they seem like
both
they
horrible
want to
animals.
love you?
No.
But don't they seem like they want to?
They kind of seem like it. Do you know how dumb koalas are?
No, never
So
met one.
they only eat eucalyptus, right?
Yeah.
But if you take the eucalyptus and put it on a plate in front of them, they can't recognize it.
Well,
they have to eat constantly because they're the amount of nutrition in the leaves is so nil that they have to eat so much of it.
But do you think that's on their teachers?
No, because they have the smoothest brain. Like the more wrinkled your brain is, the more smarter you're supposed to be.
Oh, dude, you have a really wrinkled brain.
But then koalas have the smoothest brain of any mammal.
Oh, so they're nothing like an octopus?
No,
Oh.
octopus can run circles. I mean, a crow can run circles around.
You said octopus can run circles. Is it octopus or octopi?
I can't remember.
No, I don't know. I'm asking you.
Hey, tell us if it's octopuses or
is it octopusy or is it octopi?
Hey, Dances with Wolves or Sleepless in Seattle.
I know both of those are movies, but I've never seen either. Is Sleepless in Seattle the one about the prostitute?
No, that's
with Richard Gere.
Yeah, that's I can't
Sandra
remember.
Bullock?
Pretty Woman.
Is it Sandra Bullock or is it
no? The other one, Julia
Roberts? Yeah, that was good. I just saw that this year. That was good.
Sleeping in Seattle. Not bad. I mean, it's what it is. It was Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan. It is what it is for the time.
Tom Hanks was part of Wayfair and Ellen DeGeneres and all that stuff. What was going on?
That I thought that was all fake.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to make it be real.
Okay.
And you heard it here first on Shot 30.
All right, stick hot Cheetos up your bum, or let
These are fucking riveting questions.
or let Leslie Mitchell slap you with a 20-pound fish.
How many hot Cheetos?
No specific number.
3? Okay. Yeah, sorry, Leslie. I'll take the fucking hot Cheetos.
I don't know, man. Having Leslie hit you with a why a fish?
Leslie probably could hit with the fish hard.
Yeah. I don't want to take my chances with that.
Was that still a Jake McDowell question?
Jake McDowell dropped a lot of questions on us. Ryan Reynolds or John Cena?
Oh, wait, for what? Sex? Love?
It was
Friendship?
actually just Ryan Reynolds or John Cena.
Can you pick one? Like sex, love, relationship, friendship?
I'm not going to pick. I'm going to let you interpret the question.
Okay, so if I was going to have sex with one of the two, I guess I would prefer John Cena. I'd like to feel his hard body. He's got a great personality, so I'd probably pick that. If I wanted someone to go to the movie with to make me giggle, like maybe we're going to eat dinner, it would probably be Ryan Reynolds. He seems very quirky and witty.
Yeah, definitely.
If I had
both really great people, like giving back to the community. I know John Cena's done like thousands of Make-A-Wish.
Oh yeah, and honestly, I love both of them. So if I'm picking, but the most important thing, I guess, would be which one of the two would I want to be my friend? I would probably presume John Cena because I think that Ryan Reynolds keeps his personal life so much in lock. And I think that's a great thing that he does.
Yeah.
But his relationship's never in question. His life is never in question. He's silly and playful, but he's allowed to be that because that's what he's created as a brand for himself. John Cena is more mysterious in a way of, especially guys who do wrestling. You don't really know what their lives are like. And there's a lot of mystery, or even when John Cena has said that Vince McMahon owns 40% of his livelihood or whatever. Those are things so what are you forced to say and do and what is freelance? So I don't know, the complicated characters.
Yeah, that got way deeper than I thought it was going
to. Sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. The next question is actually something I was very much looking forward to asking, and I have a specific reason for it. So the question came to us from Ben W. Ben W., I believe he's out of Iowa City. Maybe he's back in the Quad Cities now. But Ben W. asks, what is your spirit animal, and could you take it in a fight? Now, before you answer that, I want to say spirit animal is actually not a good term.
Okay.
that is cultural appropriation of the Native Americans. They actually, very much revere their spirit animals. So they suggest things like Patronus or the beast within.
Wait, like Expecto Patronus?
I guess so.
That's Harry Potter.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just the word I read.
Wait, so you're telling me that spirit animal isn't a good thing?
It's
always
good
been
thing,
a thing
but
about guidance.
It's a good thing, but saying it is cultural appropriation because they actually have a ceremony and a
to create the bond with those two things. Okay,
but you can have a beast animal or an animal you relate to or a Patronus.
If I had like an animal that would have to be like, I would probably pick like a Ben Woodfield. Something like he seems monstrous and disgusting and disturbing, but I would like something in the area that like I want to keep it real with the. If I had a real spiritual animal, I believe that it would. You didn't sell me on the B-dub out of Iowa City. But no, my real life animal. I asked Timmy this the other day. I said, what animal would you be if you had to like become it? And she said that she would be, I cannot fucking remember. But I said that I would be something that like kind of kicks back. It's going to be something that more is relaxed and just, we're just going through the flow. I said I was a anteater. An aardvark,
Right?
yeah.
Have you seen those when they step up? When they're
on their hind legs? Yeah, dude.
So legit, they're very rarely attacked by prey or by predator animals because of the fact that if they square up on you, those claws that they have are strong enough to dig through concrete because they're digging through those anthills.
Oh yeah.
So even though they're not the fastest, if they catch you with that, they're taking a vein.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, like they're so long, and if you look at them, they do this thing where they start it slow, but they dig deep. So they put their hand in, and then they force it down, and then they just flick it back. Like it's a very weird process, or maybe I guess more of a country raccoon. Like I don't want to be like a find a gravel road raccoon. Like I love little baby raccoons so much. Also squirrels. I think I would be more of a rodent. I'd be a rodent. Oh my god, I am a rodent.
I was gonna say raccoon myself because I think they do what they need to do to get by. They're they're mischievous, but they can also be very nice.
I would picture you as like a wise orangutan. Like just like a hey you idiot, and like you grab with your big arm and you like pull it in and you're like listen, and then you just like hold him there for like 2, 3, 4 hours, and then you like look at him, give him wise words, and you just put him back there. I don't know. I think that you would definitely be an orangutan type. I don't think you're an alpha male. You're not like the term of an alpha male, but you have the vibes of that, like where people look to you for things. And an orangutan is one of those creatures that people look to for like a guidance or leadership or like the wise one of things. I've called you before. I've called you my like Yoda in ways. I've called you like, but I kind of mean it like where, like could you ever picture Obi-Wan like telling Yoda a lie? And I know that our friendship isn't based around lies at all because it's just, I don't know. I appreciate honesty. And that's one of the greatest qualities that you have is honesty and saying what you feel. Like whether it may upset a million people, you don't care. You just say what you think and you feel. And you're so much of an empathic type of person where you wear your friends, like you care so much about your friends that you wear that on your sleeve sometimes. And that weight can be heavy to bear. And like we've kind of went back and forth about this a little bit lately, but that weight can be very heavy and you do a great job with it. You do. Yeah. You treat your people around you amazingly.
I try to. All right, let's get back to some more Shane questions.
Okay.
More Shane questions.
These are riveting so far.
Well, we're gonna switch gears now a little bit.
Richard gears?
Maybe. I mean, the whole hamster thing.
Hamster?
Was it a hamster or a
aardvark? I said it was an aardvark.
Oh yeah,
He was the Mothman.
We were supposed
Richard Gere, Mothman. You seen that?
I haven't seen it, but have you been to that town in West Virginia? I think it's Point Pleasant, West Virginia, maybe, where the Mothman is supposed to be from.
Point Break?
No.
Where the surfers were?
That was the movie that J.T. Cage really likes, but Dana hates because... Anyway. So we're going to go back to the podcast a little bit here. I want to know.
Okay.
What is your weirdest experience in the studio where you took a step back and went, holy cow, this is my life?
Okay, so there's one on air and there's one off air. So the one that I cannot say off the or like on the air, yeah, there has been one.
Okay. Fair enough.
There's been some really weird moments on the podcast. But the weirdest was when we had a guy named Tori Johnson. We were never able to post the episode, but he had testicular cancer, and we wanted to talk about that because we thought it'd be powerful for men to hear that story. And he decided to continually show me his one nut over and over and over again. And then throughout the duration of the podcast, I didn't realize he had drank a half bottle of Fireball on the way to the show. So he was trying to find girls to have intercourse with him throughout the duration of the podcast as well. So, yes, between seeing his one nut, I'm going to go with that. That's the weirdest one.
All right. I want to know, let's go 1 to 3 guests from the past 149 episodes that you just feel like you had great conversations with.
1 to 3?
1 to 3 of the guests.
Oh, like you want specific names?
Like who do you, maybe who and why, or what?
Here, if I just go back to the start of things, I mean, one, Timry, like it's so weird that when you put a camera in front of your face, how easy it can be to not, like how difficult it could be to talk to a person that you literally love and talk to every day. And we went through ups and downs with the podcast. This is a great question, by the way. Is this is yours?
Yeah, these are mine now.
So, like, talking to somebody who you talk to every day is different when you're on the camera. Even though it's very much me and Chris talking right now, there's also a little bit of play that with the fact that it is a podcast and it isn't as free as you would always want it to be. But every time I talk to her on here, it never lacks a beat. Like, and that's why she's always, hey, I need to post an episode. It's either a solo or a guest, or like her. If I get into a rut. And it takes us a little bit to figure it out. But I think that there's, Jordan Maltulovich and Ben Simpson. Those were the very first ever special needs only powerlifting gym. And then there was, honestly, I feel like I talked to everybody, like talking to my friend Haley about her epilepsy, or talking to Grace Simpson about politics, which is something I don't talk about. I mean, literally, Leslie. I mean, how do I even start this? JD, Austin. There's 9 million episodes of honestly,
there's 150 episodes of this podcast. So.
There's so many episodes where I feel like there's so many great conversations. It's more about the ones where I've left, and there's only been 3. And that's why I thought you were going with the 1 through 3. But there's only been 3 episodes where I've ever got done doing it and it was just like, nope, this is shit show. Because I really enjoy talking to people. It's always been something. I think I enjoy all of the episodes. Yes, there's some where I go, wow, that was fucking amazing. Ryan Knuth, it was just like a giggle fest. But then there's also been like episodes that we've done that have been super emotional. I've done things that I never thought I could do. Like when I did the episode about me being molested, that episode was really important in ways.
I hope that as people are discovering this podcast, they go back and listen to that one and not for just to get it out there, but just because I think it is a really powerful message of how you how that came to be, how that how you dealt with it, how you eventually overcame it, and you know, it's still a part of you, but it's something that you are not. It is no longer your focus in life. It's no longer something you're constantly running away from. You've managed to put it in the place where it needs to be.
I think what it does is it connects the puzzle pieces a little bit for me, because people always said that I'm such a weird guy, or they wanted to be mad or like think I was a mean guy or things like that. But I think when the puzzle pieces are kind of connected together, you can kind of tell the story. You know, that's what we all are trying to do, especially with the people that we love and care about. We're trying to connect these puzzle pieces to tell a story to somebody, and stories are tough to tell, like to get them down to the nitty gritty and the bones, like bones. And I started thinking about chicken. Jesus Christ, dude!
I was going to go to the show.
I gotta go pee real quick.
Again?
Yeah, again
with the pee.
Fucking plug your shows or whatever.
All right.
Oh wait,
all right.
no, I'm not telling you what to do. This is your show.
Yeah. I've got
guest has to go pee.
I've got
You're supposed to
July
be nice.
9th. July 9th, I'm at Bishop Hill, Colony Inn, comedy at the Colony. That is produced by Austin Ingalls. This particular show, though, is going to be hosted by JD Spence. Number of great comedians on there. Everything else I have is probably going to happen before you watch this, but we'll see what happens. Get some stuff queued up here for later. I'm using this time not very wise. God damn it, Stevie. Still hate you. And yeah. So how are you guys doing? I know you can't talk to me, but I'm talking to you, so I hope you're answering back to me. I hope you're doing well, because really, that's what I'm hoping. You know, I want people to be doing well and living their best lives. It sounds like such a cliche thing to say, but I just want people to be doing well. I was asking how the audience is doing, and I was saying I hope you're doing well.
It looks like you were looking at pornography.
No, I was actually queuing some stuff up on my phone for later, but how about we go who have been
Commando?
We can do that.
Okay.
Can you do it without taking your pants off?
Oh yeah. Flexible.
Who have been some of your most surprising guests?
Mike Adralis. Mike Adralis was a very surprising guest because he opened up in a way that I didn't think that he would. Katie Hook would have been another one that was incredible. And that was on our Why Guys Don't Get Dates series. But there's also been some other ones that Sarah's even lately. Like that was one where me and Sarah have been friends for so long, but sitting down here is different than, you know, just like stand up is different than who you are as a person. I mean, you've like,
it is different to like even just now asking questions of a friend, but asking them in such a weird, direct way. Like normally, if you have questions, you know, you bring it up in in conversation. Like this is very direct stuff. Some of this stuff, so it's interesting.
But it is cool. There's been some times, and actually, I do want to say another one. Jason Lindstrom. For him to talk about jamming for Justin, his son died of type 1 diabetes as a young child, and then his oldest daughter got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at age 13, and he runs this benefit. Like, that was shocking. Like, I didn't know these details, and hearing that on the podcast, like, I'm just sitting across from him crying like a baby, so yeah, I guess some of those are when we are able to reach a side of a person that you may never have seen before. That's a cool thing for me.
That's cool. All right. I think to kind of finish up my questions, my last question is going forward, who are some of your dream guests? Now, let's put some reality on it as far as living.
Okay.
And can be any spectrum.
Okay.
So 3 people that you would love to have on the show.
Reggie Bush. And Barry Sanders together. My 2 favorite running backs to ever live. Barry Bonds, take him, baseball. But if I were to pick like more specific, like I want to dig into your mind, I think I would pick Freddie Mercury. I think that would be what an interesting person to get to know on a different level. And I also think that he would kind of want to have intercourse with me, and I would totally do it back. And I would live that life. Like, I would live that life. I just told Timmy this the other day. If Freddie Mercury said, Shane, I want to fuck. Like, I want you to be my boy. I'll be your boy. I'll be whatever you want me to be.
Like, it's one of those situations where he is so gifted and probably such a genius that it's like, yeah, you got to.
There's not a more iconic voice to ever live. Not Elvis, not Frank Sinatra, not Michael Jackson. There's not a more iconic voice.
As a conversation piece, I used to ask people, let's just say aliens came down.
Uh-huh.
And you had to...
On us?
No, just came down, landed, and you had to explain rock and roll to them.
Uh-huh.
What one musical artist or group would you present to them?
So rock and roll?
Yep.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll. I don't really know I'm not like really a rock and roll guy.
See, I picked Queen just because of the fact.
See, I thought that would be more like pop.
Well, Queen covered, I think, a lot of different genres of rock. I mean, because they covered like rockabilly, they covered the arena rock, they had some heavier stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying that it doesn't matter what category or field. Like, dude, Freddie Mercury could be going to take a shit. He'd be like, I gotta take a shit. Ooh. And it sounds insane.
And Brian May is an absolute genius.
Oh, yeah.
He has several different degrees in high-level sciences.
It's just one of the most beautiful, brilliant things. Like, I listen to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's probably the greatest performer of all time. Like, I even think that Miley Cyrus is one of those, can provide you with both an incredible sound, an incredible voice, and an incredible performance.
Yeah. There's definitely two different things going on there, and she can definitely do both.
And I'm not thinking about going to a Miley Cyrus concert. I'm thinking about going and seeing Queen for real and Freddie Mercury. Like, dude, that would be a guy that I would want to know everything.
Yeah,
I think that him. And I'm not saying this in any regards towards anybody in a negative way, but if Jesus Christ was real, I would like to have a conversation with him. And then my other one would be, I guess I would really enjoy a live person. I would love to sit down and do a podcast with like Theo Vaughn. Like, I just think that me and him are so stupid that it would just be like a collision of stupidity.
How ridiculous it can get.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Tony Robbins.
Okay.
Yeah. Tony Robbins.
I like it. So before we wrap up here tonight on the 100, I feel like we didn't celebrate enough, but
should we blow each other?
I mean, we could. I guess I want to use this opportunity to give you just a chance to say what the 150th episode means to you.
Whoa, man. Whoa. Okay. 150 episodes means to me that I worked hard. It means that I fucking worked really hard for something that didn't have success or have anything for a very long time. Like, there was days where we were getting 6-7 views and I would just click it on my phone until YouTube told me, like, your IP address has tracked this too many times.
Yeah.
So yeah, 150 episodes to me, yeah, like, I love the fact that, like, we've had callers call in that were thinking about suicide. We've had people that were like, hey, this really lifted me up, and those are so important to me. But I think this is just like kind of like my posted diary. And it means so much to me because it made me have a voice in a time where I didn't think I would have one. And it also allowed me an avenue to get to know my friends that I'd never known before. And it allows me to make friends and have real friends. This I really mean it. I think that this allows me to create a bond with a person that I would never have if I didn't do this.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely create an opportunity to know people in a way that you wouldn't just, like, you couldn't walk up to someone on the street and ask these questions.
Yeah, you couldn't just be like, hey, you want to sit, unless you're Forrest Gump, JT Cage. But, like, you can't just sit on a fucking park bench and be like, life is like a box of chocolates. Like, you don't ever get to have a long conversation, but if you're like, hey, this is my podcast, this is what we do, and then you get those moments with people, that is important, and that's an awesome, oh, gosh. But that like those moments mean a lot to me. Like, there's a lot of times I think about how when I go upstairs, like right now, after this, I'm going to go upstairs, lay in bed, blah, 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 go to sleep. And I'm going to lay there and think about what happened down here. And not like in a weird way or nothing like that, but like how much it meant, or this conversation sometimes means a lot to the person that's sitting across from me. Or it means, like I said, something that hit a nerve in my brain. Like maybe I need to focus on this or that. I love doing Shot 30 podcasts so much, and it's so stupid, but it means so much to me to be able to interact with human beings in a real way and not a fake. Nothing about this is fake. There's been times where I've said something that I didn't mean, or like I get nervous when someone tells me about one of their political feelings or stuff. But it's also taught me so much, like, why are you doing that? Or why are you saying and like, and like, yeah, and doing that over and over again. I hear it, and it teaches me lessons, and it also helps me with stand up, and it helps me know that I'm helping other people sometimes. I love doing this. I love it so much.
That's a great answer. I love it.
I love you.
I love you too, man. I'm glad I got to do this. I did say that I had 2 surprises.
Can I open the other door?
You opened one door. I think it's time for you to open the other.
Oh, I did such an awful job ripping this side.
It happened.
The video. Oh, is this the Andrella sex tape?
All right. So when we post the video, we'll go ahead and post this video along with it. But I also want to make sure that you guys get Shane's reaction on this. I want to make sure I got volume on it. So,
oh my, what's happening?
Hey Shane, this is Lisa.
Get the fuck.
From Honey and Ether Photography, and we just wanted to say happy 150th episode. Thank you for making our lives this much more ridiculous. And you cute little biscuit, we're so proud of you.
Hello, everyone.
Dude, what are you doing, man?
AKA Beefcake Therapy. AKA
watch this.
Big dick at your back doorway. That's all I got. That's not even true. This isn't even about me. This is about Shane. Shane Newbert, if you weren't aware. One of the coolest and best dudes I've ever met in my life. Shane is such a positive light. He's the most supportive person I've ever met. And he truly, truly loves everybody. And it's been a pleasure to get to know you over these past few years. Thank you for everything you've done. You've always been there for me. You've always been there to extend a warm...
you got me, buddy. You got me.
And I've gotten a few kisses, too, which were pretty good. So, I just wanted to come on here and... that was a car. I wanted to come on here, though, and
Jake
wish
never
you
shuts
happy
up.
150 episodes of the Shot 30 podcast. It's an incredible achievement. I wish you 150 more. I can't wait to be back on the show again. And again,
why are you doing that with your facial hair, boo?
Just reach out to let you know that I appreciate that you were one of the coolest, best.
Wow, you reached out to Honey and Ether. This is
in my life, and you mean a lot to me. I just wanted to reach out again and say thank you for being you. I love you, man. Bye.
I love you too.
Hey, I just want to
Oh
say,
my
god! It's so awesome that you're finally getting that gender reassignment surgery that you've always wanted. It's so dope. I'm so proud of you, man. Like, it's the best.
He's making sure he's still on the shitter.
Shane with a Y. God damn, dude. Hey, Shane, yeah, Shot 30 podcast.
I got you, boo. Dude, fuck you. Fuck you for working this hard.
Congratulations on 150 episodes. You're one of my best friends in the world, and you're one of my favorite people in the world, and I love you so much. We gotta do the podcast for real sometimes when I'm not on the toilet, which I am right now. Love it. Congratulations, buddy. I love you.
Hi, Shane. Me, local legend, hilarious comedian.
Hang on, I got
and former guest.
I just realized it.
Going strong. Going super strong. This is such
Is
a
that a
big
piece of it?
deal. You got this. You did this. You're going to keep doing this. Look how successful you are. You're one of the most amazing people we know. We are so grateful to have you as such a dear friend. And just keep slaying it. Yay!
I hate you. Shut up. I love you too.
Keep slaying it, boo. Congratulations. Congratulations, Shane. You deserve it. Yay.
Shane, what up? Alan Main here.
Fuck you, Al.
Say congratulations on 150 episodes of the Shot 30 podcast. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I was on.
What have you done, man?
20. And back then, you was using Roman numerals. I was on episode XX. Since we're like softcore porn. 2 X's, 3 X's is the hardcore shit. Anyway, maybe go back to Roman numerals. Because episode 150 in Roman numerals is CL. Yeah, shout out to CL. Shout out to Craigslist.
Gotta fucking love this loser so much, dude. What have you done, man? You're making me go through a roller coaster right now. I don't know what you do. You worked way too hard. I love you so much.
I love you too, man.
Congratulations. Episode 150. That's a lot. That's a lot of episodes of you, Shane. That's great. The world needs that. So, congratulations. Episode CL, aka 150.
Shit.
Happy 150th.
This is so creepy already.
Episode. Oh, shit. Happy. What? Nobody likes you. Canceled that yard party. I'm just doing this because Starman said he'd give me a $5. Go to hell. Congratulations on fake success. I gotta go work with JT. Okay? So, enjoy it. I just want to say, hey.
No, not this again.
It's in a little bit different order on this one.
Man.
Congratulations, buddy. I love you.
Hey there, everybody. It's everyone's favorite comedian, Matt Miller, and today we're celebrating a very special event. Shane, I heard that your very successful podcast, Shot 30, just is having its final episode. Like I said, it's a great podcast. You had a really good run. Maybe next time it'll be better. Won't happen. Oh, okay, you're not canceled. You're just doing another episode. Okay. Sorry about that. Well, hey, congratulations on your 150th episode, or whatever it is.
Oh, dude.
You in the comedy community, and can't wait to see you again. Congratulations on 150 episodes.
You fucking doofus.
When I think of Shane 30 podcast. I want to tickle myself. Happy 100.
What's going on, Shane? I want to congratulate you on episode 150 of the Shot 30 podcast. Recording this on the toilet because I thought it was appropriate, since I generally spend about 30 minutes per shit. As they say, boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on the Stay classy, bosses.
150 episodes.
Oh my god!
I haven't even done 30 yet, and I feel like I've done 1,000. That's just awesome. Keep the momentum going, man. I love you. Love what you're doing. Just keep doing you, bro. Love it.
I love you too. Fuck you, Brett.
Just wanted to congratulate
Where's the speakeasy this month?
50th episode of the Shot 30 podcast. Great job, buddy. Look forward to many, many more.
Oh my.
Congratulations on 150, brother. Just wanted to say you're a great dude. I really, really appreciate our friendship.
What are you doing right now, Bradley?
Why does it sound like a cave?
The issues that I've had, and just keep doing you, dude. And congratulations on the podcast 150th, and keep going, brother. Love you, dude.
I love you too.
It's me, local legend.
Legend. What's that OSB on the wall there, James? Get some fucking drywall up, bro.
50 episodes, that's a lot, dude. Let me tell you, as a former host of a podcast, actually I hosted 2 podcasts. You know,
Heard they didn't go so well.
you would ask someone like that to guest host, but no, that's okay. It's a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and a lot of cool guests, and every episode is amazing, and it's thanks to you. Way to go. Congratulations. Looking forward to 150 more. Way to go.
I love you, James.
My angry forehead wrinkle and also
Oh my
Betty White. And I just want to congratulations on 150. You rock, bud.
You rock too. Oh, I know that face.
Hey, buddy, Joe Pal Brandon. Hey, I got a new phone, so I'm still trying to figure it out, so you're going to have to deal with this filter for right now. But me and Edgar, this is here. That's fantastic. Congratulations. That's something that you should be proud of, and I hope you are. Because you should be. Anyway, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations. It was just yesterday that I met you. It hasn't been that long, but I know when I first heard about you, I was like, who is this son of a bitch stealing all my friends? I was like, oh, okay, you can have them. But congratulations. There's 150 more. I hope there's 150,000 more episodes of the Shot 30 podcast. I love you.
150
I love you
episodes.
too.
That's something to be celebrated.
Oh, fuck this guy.
150 is a lot of anything. You should be proud of that. You're a great person, Shane.
If he says he had 150,
Congratulations, Shot 30.
if he opens the door and there's 150 kids in his bedroom, I missed it. JT. Why you got a backpack on, bro? You're a grown up. Merry Christmas.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. I don't have too much time to relax in my busy schedule. Relax with Shot 30 podcast. Happy 150th episode, Shane.
So, you remember when I was bitching about Stevie? His dumbass missed the deadline.
All right.
Congrats on 150 episodes. 148 dog shit episodes. 2 of which were good, because I was on them. And this is your 150th episode. And you've got Chris, too many starbursts, man. You know you can do better. Just took a starman. Actually, it stinks. Probably as bad as this episode's going to stink. But, that being said, I can't wait for 150 more. I love you, boo.
I love you too.
We'll see you in episode 300.
I love you too. Oh my fuck.
I have one more.
Oh, I'm in.
However, I have to do this one verbally because Miss Judy Creighton is under the weather right now with COVID.
Oh, yeah, she is.
And she cannot record a video right now. But I told her if she could record, if she's able to record one before you post this, we'll get it. I'll redo the video real quick, and that way you can add the whole thing in. So that way, but Judy wanted you to know she loves you too.
Dude, she's perfect. You're perfect, dude. Thank you. That was fucking amazing.
This was good. I had a great time.
There was so many faces that popped up on that video that, man, that. You know what? This is like episode 150, man, and I think that it's a really great thing when people come across people that mean something so much to them in their lives, and you mean so much to me, and all of those people mean so much to me, and I appreciate that more than you'll ever know.
I guess.
Other than Dana's stupid video and Dana's stupid messages and Stevie's awful video.
I guess I didn't do a video, but I would like to say, number one, as a friend, I just love you.
I love you too, man.
You are the best.
Wow.
You know, you're even able to hug my wife, which no one else can do, not even me.
Fuck, dude.
But we all love you. And I wanted to make sure that you felt as special tonight as you make us all feel being our friend.
Thank you. That's
all
it.
Right.
That's it.
I think that's how we end the episode.
Thank you.
You guys have a great night and enjoy the podcast. Make sure if you like the episode, you hit the like button. Give us some comments. We asked some questions of you guys. You can answer them in the comments. Subscribe if you really like what's going on or if you've seen other stuff. This is a great channel. It doesn't take a lot for you to hit the subscribe, but it actually helps these guys out so much, and I want to see him keep being successful. So make sure you smash that subscribe button. Share this with all your friends. Remember, we're trying to get this out to Britney Spears.
Yeah, Britney Spears.
All right. Shot 30 Podcast is available on iTunes, Spotify, Twitcher, so many of the other, wherever you can find all the...
on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox, YouTube, all those things. Please like, share, subscribe. Chris Starman's amazing.
Shane Newbert's amazing.
And thank you, dude, thank you for this. This means so much to me. I love you so much. I swear to God. That was something I think I needed. Man, that's it. Thank you guys for being here.
Hit this